5.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here today, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, and for all my returning subscribers, welcome to another video by your ultimate fave. I am doing a long awaited, highly requested, video today. And this video, guys, let me put my phone on the side. Guys, it is literally 11 o'clock. It's 20 to 11, so if my eyes are red, please be mindful that I've recorded 6 videos today, so don't come at me sideways, okay? But guys, I'm back today with a mukbang, but as you can see by the title of the video, I am back today with the hottest recap of the century. Like, this recap has been highly requested. I've gotten emails for it, I've gotten DMs for it, I've gotten tweets about it. Like, everybody has just asked me to do a recap, so I decided what other way than to do a recap slash mukbang, because I haven't done that in so long. Okay guys, so before I start this TV recap, I want to give a quick shout out to the Fula app. Now, let me tell you what happened. I've been busy at home today. I've barely had any time to go out and get some food, and with everything that's been going on with like the strikes, it's kind of sort of affected even like the food delivery apps and everything like that, so I couldn't actually order food. And even when I did want to go out and grab something to eat, I didn't actually have the chance. So my friend was telling me about this app where I can still actually get food, and I didn't actually believe her, but I want to give a loud shout out to the Fula app. Now, the Fula app is another food delivery app that actually delivers food to your house, but the crazy thing is that it actually also delivers a petrol. It delivers a lot of things, guys. I was actually so shocked at the fact that I can get so many things. Like, even when I check now, the first thing that pops up is Kasi Bites, which is kind of like local food. So it's like your traditional food. You can get braai meat, you can get mohodu, you can get a lot of things. And you guys know that I generally lean towards more traditional food anyway. They can bring petrol, they can bring diesel, they can bring engine oil, brake oil, coolant, chain loops. I was just like, what? So this app is really cool, you guys, because I was just like, whoa. It's crazy how it has so much to offer. And it even offers outside of my vicinity. Like, for example, I can actually buy from Bailey's, which is that gotta place that I tried the gottas in Alex. I've tried the gottas, they're really good. So the fact that I can order from Bailey's and actually get it delivered all the way to my house, which is in the south, is back. I'm also adding acha to it, and this is the acha that I got from Jabu Acha. It came with one of like these other PR packages that I got from Homegrown by Lona Masego, and I can just say it has been amazing. So I'm just gonna add acha on the side. I try to avoid eating acha because it makes your armpits smell. Oh, guys, this is what I mean by acha when you want Russian, makwenya, cheesy, fishy. This is the kind of acha you get, okay? Jabu acha, it's so good. And I like the fact that it's mild and it's actually got flavor, like in terms of salt. But anyway, child, let me just mix up my food. Oh my god, I think because I left my food sitting for so long, it is basically asking me like, girl, what? Guys, if my plate looks a little messy, I'm sorry in advance, hey? But obviously, you know, when you just gotta really mix it all in. Let me get a bite and we can jump straight into the TV recap. Guys, I've had a long day, but I'm looking forward to this meal. I've been eating clean all day so that I can actually eat this food. So here goes nothing. Yep. I know that's right. Man, I need a drink, a bev or something. For bev vibes, I'm gonna be having the breezer in the blackberry color. That's because my peach flavor is finished, but nonetheless it all just tastes good anyway. Let me just have one more bite before I dive into the TV recap. Here you guys go. Here you guys go. Here's a bite. Sorry. Ooh, everything's falling off. Okay. Now let's get into this TV recap. Now, for any of you who are new here today and have no idea what I'm about to be talking about, there is this new reality show on Netflix, and it is proudly South African, feeling super proud, super patriotic right now. There's this new reality show on Netflix called Young, Famous and African, and it basically consists of some of our biggest, I guess I could say, famous, well-known socialites, you know, social media people, famous people in their own right. Guys, I can't believe, if there's one thing Mbali taught me, she was like, don't put the head behind your ear. Where was I? So it's this reality show consisting of a group of socialites from different parts of Africa. So it's not just limited to South Africa, but it's based in South Africa. So you have people from Nigeria, you have people from, I'm not entirely sure where Zari's from, but it's got various characters, but it is based and shot in South Africa. Before I say anything that's out of the ordinary, but a large part of them are from Nigeria. I'm just not entirely sure where Zari's from. I think Tanzania. I'm gonna go with that. I think Tanzania. Anyway, guys, the drama. It's an 8-episoder full of so much drama. But can I say, side note, I'm glad they didn't say young rich, because something about it just oozed not rich. And when I say something, I'm talking about them damn wigs, cha. What were those wigs? Okay, Netflix, come here, let's have a conversation. You guys could sponsor a whole entire 4K 8-episoder filled with drama, lots of great content, and you just couldn't get them wigs. For my sake, wigs. I've never been so disappointed in production the way I was when it came to that damn hair, cha. Cause I was just like, wait, what? Huh? Like, Let's start with the character breakdown. And I'm gonna quickly try like go through every person as quickly as I can and just give like my impression of them without taking too long. First things first, let's talk about Kanye Mbao. Now, I'm a huge supporter of Kanye Mbao. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a fan. Not a fan like, oh my god, I die over Kanye Mbao. Like, I love her, love what she stands for, true supporter of whatever she would do. She could sell me ice and I would probably buy it, because I feel like out of all the kind of personalities that we have in South Africa, Kanye Mbao is one of the realest and one of the most authentic ones. She has spoken about her trials and tribulations. She has spoken about her journey on you know, dating men with money. She's spoken about her journey on skin lightening. She's basically bared her life on screen for us for many years. But the one thing she has been, and that is the one thing I stand for, is being authentic. Love that about her. Could never dislike her because of it, because she's just so authentic. Even from her reality show, just everything about Kanye Mbao screams authentic. Like, this is me, and nothing that you guys are gonna say is gonna change my view or anything like that. You know what I mean? So let me get that out the way before I completely tear her apart. Love you, babes. Stand by what you do. When I saw that you were on the show, I felt compelled to watch, because I knew that it was gonna give exactly what it gave, reality. However, hi, bo, Kanye. You were flip-flopping this season like a pair of kappa-kappas from Sketches. Huh? I've never seen a flip-flopper like Kanye like this. You know what? For all the authenticity that Kanye had, I don't know if it was for production purposes or whatever, but we'll get to it, right? Then you have, I'm gonna mention all the females. Then you have Kaylee, who is dating the naked DJ. She was one of the people who I guess had the least impact on me. She didn't have much of a storyline, but she definitely held her own. She is Caucasian. So, you know, in reality shows where in South Africa, a lot of like white women in the reality shows kind of step back and let the black women kind of do all the kind of fighting, whatever. It's actually in general in reality shows. But in this particular instance, Kaylee really stood her ground. She wasn't bullied. She wasn't fazed. She wasn't intimidated. She came there, she did her thing, and therefore, I'm Team Kaylee. I'm not even gonna cap, guys. Super Team Kaylee. Love her to death. Think that, you know, maybe the only reason why she didn't impact me the most is because her kind of storyline was based around Naked DJ, which is fair, understandable, but she held her own this season. She really did. For this 8th episode, Katie was not gonna be bullied. Katie looks like the type to actually fight you back. She looks like the type, you throw an mbama, she throws an mbama back. And now you're just sitting there on some, she slapped me. And like, she's just like, yes, the fuck I did. So I love her for that. Who's next? Then we have Annie. Do I even get to Annie? Then we have Nadia Nakai. Nadia Nakai is a well-known, I think she said, is she from Zim? Let me just double check. Nadia Nakai, nationality. Oh, Zim, I'm right. So Nadia Nakai is basically South African bred, born, but she definitely has Zim origin and everything like that. No, Mara, she said Vic Mensa was from Ghana, ne? Is she not Ghanaian? I'm not sure. Let me not mix anything up. But Nadia Nakai, I'm definitely going to characterize her as South African, just pure for the basis that she said that she's South African, right? And guys, if she grew up here, she's South African. Okay? Watching Nadia Nakai in the show, she added a really great element, but the one thing I did pick up that Kanye did say was that Nadia was barely here for most of the show. She was traveling, she was probably working, but she also maintained an element of authenticity that I absolutely love and adore about her. Loved her on the show. I actually loved her being on the show. Not to say that I loved her because she, you know, kind of unified the circle, but I loved her part and her role on the show. But there were things about her that definitely raised an eyebrow for me, but I'm gonna get to that. The next person we have is definitely Zari, the boss lady, who is originally from Uganda. She definitely is a boss lady in her own right. I've also heard about her. She is one of the ladies who actually has 1 million followers in the whole of Africa or South Africa. I'm not sure. I think in the whole of Africa. Because if I'm not mistaken, Boite has the most followers in South Africa. But Zari is the female who has the most followers in Africa, if I'm not mistaken. She really is. She's, if not number 1, number 2, but I think she's number 1. Then last but not least, the female on the list that we have is Annie Idibia. I hope I'm not butchering her surname, I apologize. Annie, his nationality is Nigerian, and she is basically also like a media personality, actress. She's a businesswoman, owns her own thing, she's amazing, and she's like the last female on the show. And then I'm just gonna mention the men and let's dive into it. Those are the females. And in terms of the males, we have Naked DJ, who's also Quinton. Now Naked DJ, as we say him, is a DJ. He's been a DJ in his own right for many years, but I'm not entirely sure what he does now. He probably owns businesses or anything like that. His name is Quinton. Great stuff. If you guys are wondering who he is, he's the guy who's been rude to everyone this season. The next one we have is Andile Ngube. Andile Ngube, as far as I know, he was I wouldn't call it a presenter, but he's also like a media personality. I think he comes from a rich family. I think he does. I think his dad is a very like renowned man. Then we have Diamond Platinums, who's Tanzanian, actually. Tanzanian. I actually remember this because he wanted to take Nadia Nakai to Tanzania. Then we have Tubaba, who's Nigerian, who is actually Annie's husband, Innocent Idibia. And then the last person that we have is Swanky Jerry, who is also Nigerian. Guys, let's just talk about this show. Look, let me say this, and I know I'm gonna sound biased for saying this, but honestly, I feel like people are giving Annie too much credit and they're not scrutinizing her as much as they are Zari. Now, I've watched all 8 episodes. I actually watched each episode twice. I sat and I watched it the whole day. I wanted to understand where this feud between Zari and Annie actually began. I have to give Netflix props. Diamonds and Dolls is what... No, yeah. Young, rich, no. Young, Famous, and African is what Diamonds and Dolls could have been with the right budget, in my opinion. And with the right kind of, conflict. I don't feel like there was enough conflict in Diamonds and Dolls, but because we're focusing on Young, Famous, and African, I think Netflix definitely gave what it was supposed to give. But let's really tackle it and take it down. Now, first things first. Let's be honest, guys. Kanye is a flip-flopper. Sorry, girl, but you the flippiest flip-flopper. Never in my life did I ever think I would see that switch from Kanye. Never. I was like, not sure. I watched episode 1 from how Kanye felt. Kanye actually, I don't know what was going on. I don't know if Kanye was the godfather of the show, the actual glue that brought everybody together, which would be a realistic assumption to make, because Kanye always seemingly got entangled with everyone one by one at some point and has some sort of relation to everyone differently in different ways. But Kanye was a shady hand this season. That's if the season is over. I expected it from anybody else, but not Kanye. Not Kanye Mbao. Let me tell you why I say that. First episode, Annie was coming for Kanye, of which that is actually where my disdain for Annie began. When she was like, oh yeah, this event, they don't have fish, meat, I don't like meat like this, is it even cooked, and what, and she just had commentary to make about Kanye Mbao's parenting skills, commentary to make about the food, commentary just to make about a lot of things, of which I'm here to say, Annie, shut your ass up! Like, oh God. No, Annie, like I really think sometimes just kautule. That's where my disdain for Annie actually began. It was the lack of respect, which the irony in all of it is, in the rest of the season, she cries about respect. And I'm like, not you, baby girl, anybody but you. You know what I mean? So when I saw her basically come for Kanye, come for basically Kanye's events, come for all of that, this, that, and the third, I started disliking Annie from that point. And even Nadia came in on time. Annie's just busy. She's complaining the whole time. She's doing this, she's doing that. And then Annie felt it the perfect moment to pull Andile aside to start talking about Tubaba, Two-Face. This is the only aspect about the show that I just didn't understand, and I even read the tweets and it didn't make sense to me. But let me drink my drink. She pulls Andile Ngube aside. She's like, I've been going through a lot. Oh, the parenting part of it kind of triggered her, because I don't know, she felt like Kanye Mbao's daughter is too young to be living by herself in an apartment, which I agree with to a certain degree. Kanye didn't say she leaves the child completely unattended, but Kanye's daughter lives next door to her. Literally just has her own space, in the same building, on the same floor, next door to her, if I'm not mistaken, if that's what I heard. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments below. I will look out for that. If I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected. But as far as I'm concerned, Kanye was basically saying she lives on her own, she's 15, I'm giving her the freedom, the right to be able to do whatever she wants to do, and this, that, and the third. And then Annie didn't agree with it. Then right after that, she pulls Annie aside and starts talking about how tragic her current marriage is. And to say that basically this guy, Baba, they met when she was really young. Now, this aspect of the age doesn't appear in the show, but I just want to put it out there that Baba and Annie started dating when Annie was 15. And there's a 9-year age gap, and I know this because I did the research. So everything that had happened throughout the season started making sense as to why Annie was so giggly. And so I was like, she met Baba when she was 15, so they actually have been together for a really, really long time. I think going on 20 years as we speak. So that's I genuinely get where all her frustrations come from, but she decided to tell a complete stranger to unravel, to undelay about how toxic her marriage has been and how she's been with him for 10 years, but she birthed his 5th child, and that being her 1st child. Meaning that 4 other children were birthed before she gave birth, and she met him first before all these other ladies who gave birth. So now imagine she meets him, she dates him, and throughout the 10-year period, he impregnates, I don't know if it was 2 other women, 4 kids, or 4 women, 4 kids, or 1 woman, 4 kids, I'm not sure, but he basically has 4 children before having a child with Annie. My goodness, this is all in episode 1. The drama. Now, this is the part about Kanye's diary sessions that confuses me. She can tell that Annie is obviously coming at her sideways about her parenting skills. She goes in between the conversation and she's like, bingo, Yahtzee, finally got something that I can basically use against Annie. You don't show your weakness, you don't this. I was like, the irony in all of that is that your strength lies in your ability to be able to tell the weakest parts of you and like still, keep moving. But that's fine. If Kanye Bao says you don't show your weakness, then I'm not going to share my weakness. I'm not Annie on this. No, I'm kidding. Banter. So Kanye obviously comes with that whole Cruella de Vil energy, episode 1, which turns out to be a fraud, a fake, a phony, a lie. Kanye Bao decides to then meet up with Annie in episode 2 and obviously comes at her, asking her why she would come at her left. And Kanye was like, basically, you left your child in Nigeria. She's like, I left my child with my husband. And she's like, but you left her nonetheless for money. What's it to come? Of which, girl, Kanye Bao wasn't wrong, but like, it's not the same thing, but she wasn't wrong. Episode 1 had a little bit of tea, but not that much. Nadia Nakai in this season doesn't appear a lot because she's dating Vic Mensa, so she's in and out of the country, seeing her partner, obviously working, touring, which love it for her, absolutely love it. And she's been super calm. She started acting a little bit weird towards the end. I was just like, but Nadia, you haven't really been here, and you should like have like better discernment to not just trust what you're hearing, but I guess, whatever. Now, when things start shaking is when Zari, the boss lady, enters the chat, enters the WhatsApp group, enters the circle. Son. Now, Diamond is Zari's ex-boyfriend. Now, here's the background with Zari. Zari was married to a millionaire or billionaire, and she's also acquired her wealth through being a really, really big businesswoman in her own right. So I'm not gonna just obviously leave that to just like her ex-husband, but I think they got divorced, or I think he passed on, he's late, I'm not sure. But she then, after that, she had kids with him, and then after that built her own thing as Zari, the boss lady, and then met this other guy called Diamond, that being the other character in the show. So her and Diamond have 2 kids together. So I think Zari has 2-3 kids, if I'm not mistaken, because she has 2 kids with Diamond, and I'm not sure if she has kids with the previous husband. But if she does, I didn't see them this season. But let's focus on Diamond's kids, because that's actually what matters. They have 2 kids together. Diamond was obviously cheating and whatnot. He actually did touch on it in the series that he did kind of hurt Zari, and Zari did not deserve that, which I respect about Diamond, because he didn't actually put the blame on her. He was like, no, I messed up, still care about her, still love her, still want her in my life. And that obviously gave Zari a lot of credibility. Now, here's the twist. Through like a birthday or like a celebration, soiree celebration, I don't know if it was to celebrate him purchasing a car or whatever, or signing to a big record label, but he threw an Arabian Nights soiree where everybody came, and then Zari pitched up last. And I think when Zari obviously pitched up, and I'm gonna say this with my chest, and anyone who wants to fight me, I'm gonna drop my location in the comments below. All those women felt intimidated by Zari.
Who said that? Who said that? Who had been saying that?
They felt her presence. They felt her ability to captivate other men in the room. They felt it. Because all of them started getting quiet. Now Nadia's not happy that Zari is there. Well, not that she wasn't happy, but she was a bit confused. Like, how is Zari being there gonna do us any good? Annie's feeling intimidated. Everyone is just feeling intimidated. Everyone is just feeling the need to kind of focus this energy on Zari. And initially, I thought, Naledi, you're not, no, maybe that's not true. But the whole, if you check all those diary sessions, everyone is talking about Zari. Everyone. Well, at least all the females are. Except Kaylee. Didn't see her say anything about Zari actually. So I think Annie and Kanye were just very, very much consumed with Zari, Nadia as well. They were very much consumed with Zari. And then I think Zari made a comment about Annie's dress being too short or whatever. And guys, I don't think Zari's comment was mean-spirited. I could be wrong. I don't know Zari outside of the show. I know of who she is. I've seen her Instagram page, heard of her, but I don't know who she is outside of the show. I don't know if she's known to be mean-spirited. She doesn't seem like the type. She seems like she minds her own business. She keeps herself, and whatever the case may be. She knows she's extremely beautiful. Maybe she has a little bit of an ego. That's great. But that particular comment, I don't think Zari was being mean-spirited. And for everybody to take it there and say, hi Zari. Oh no, not everybody. By everybody I mean Annie. Girl, I'm just talking about you. For Annie to even think that a whole entire stranger would come at her lift was weird. Unless they knew each other prior to that show. And unless Annie always felt bad vibes from Zari, which was never mentioned in the show. So hypothetically speaking, they don't know each other. So hypothetically speaking, Annie really, seriously. Fine, that's where the kind of spark debate began between the two of them about the fact that Zari said, oh my god, your dress is so short, can basically see your whole, you know, behind. And guys, no, me, I hear Annie's annoyance. But the way Annie addressed it, yeah. Don't expect some sort of respect from me if you're not gonna give me respect. Episode 3, Annie decides to address that thing. Now Zari comes to the tea party. Now everybody knows who Zari is. Now everybody knows who Zari is to Diamond. Zari comes to the tea party. They come at her left, right, and center. Left is Nadia and Akai. Yeah, no, well, Diamond and I, And I don't know if it was Kanye Mbao who raised it or it was Nadia, but it was raised that Diamond wanted or made a move on Nadia. I just want to ask a very simple question. And this is for you, Kanye. First things first. You threw Nadia at Diamond, knowing very well that Nadia was dating Vic Mensa, right? Not Dick Mensa, my bad. Vic Mensa. Already that makes you a shitty person, right? Not too shitty, but it makes you fairly shitty. And then, third episode, you decide to put in your 2 cents about the fact that Nadia and Diamond, you know. I don't know if Kanye actually said anything. If I'm wrong, come on, correct me in the comments. But somebody raised it up, and I know that somebody's Kanye. And then Nadia's like, yeah, well, Diamond did, but it looked like there was a whole lot of energy. Kanye's like, it looked like there was a whole lot of energy. Hi, boy, She really is exuding bum behavior in this show. Episode 3. Yo, Diamond was making a move on Nadia, but he looks like he's still into you. Khawuthule Khanyi. Ngoba, you were the one who was orchestrating this whole thing to begin with. Khawuthule, for once in your life. Fine. They come at Zari left like that, knowing that obviously that's Zari's baby daddy. But Zari takes it like water for duck's back, which I respect. Then Annie comes at her right. I get it, it's left and it's right. Now they're shooting at her from all angles. Annie decides to come at her and say, yeah, and by the way, you made a comment about my short dress, whatever the case may be, yada yada, this, that, and the third. And she basically wanted to know whether that was malicious or not. And Zari was like, it really wasn't malicious. Like, I said your skirt was short because your skirt was short. And then in the diary session, I don't know if Zari tried to explain it as a da-da-da-da. But essentially, I feel like Annie took that comment too personally. And if you actually felt like there was some sort of malicious intent, pull that person aside. You guys have been doing one-on-ones this whole season, but you couldn't do it the first time you met a stranger. You decided you must sit in front of a group of people. Bruh. And then she cries, wolf. Then she's like, oh, but you know, because the thing is too baba. We didn't say stay with him. We didn't say stay 10 years with him. We know how difficult it is, but that doesn't give you any sort of green card to be a yeah, that's what I said there. So they have their little disagreement, of which Annie's like, no, it's fine, I forgive you. And now you need to understand that Annie's been coming at everybody left. Okay? It's not just Zari. By the time it got to Zari, she had already come at Khanyi Mbao left. I don't know if she came at Nadia and Akai left, but it was the disrespect of disrespecting Nadia and Akai's friend at her own event, which also for me was left. Kaylee was the only one who actually went scot-free from Annie. Then it just got worse, guys. Then it just got worse. Then Two-Face came in. Then I started seeing the story. Now, you see, Two-Face's story and Two Baba's story with Annie is really painful. Like, this is where my heart goes out to Annie. Like, first of all, I just feel really sorry for her, and not in a pity party way. Like, I totally get it. I totally get how hard it is to leave the man that you've known for a lot of years when you felt like you didn't really know anybody outside of that person. And because she met him from such a young age, it makes so much sense as to why she has such a strong attachment towards him. Like, why she feels like she'll never be able to love or meet a man who can even remotely, you know, fill that gap that Two Baba has created, because Two Baba has basically been her whole life from 15 up until 37. Like, Annie doesn't know what it's like to be with another man outside of Two Baba, right? So I think I get it from that part. Like, my heart goes out to her, super apologetic, feeling like Two Baba has humiliated the girl. Like, has humiliated Annie in and out. And I definitely understand why Annie gets so defensive, and I understand why there's a little bit of that kind of internalized insecurity about feeling like your man will see other women and kind of feel compelled to be around them. I've been in a relationship like that where I didn't trust Drake. I felt like every skirts that would walk by him, he would feel inclined to make a move because he knew he could. And he knew the power that he had when it came to people because of his monetary value, right? So I know better than anyone the pain that Annie goes through. I don't know to the extent that she goes through. I haven't been with anybody that long. But to be kind of emotionally and mentally imprisoned with someone for that long, you don't want to believe that that person is the villain. You don't want to believe that. In choosing to not believe that, what Annie does unknowingly is become the villain. She harbors that pain, she harbors that anger, that resentment, and she tries her best not to unleash it on him, but in turn she ends up unleashing it on everybody else. Do you get my chat? Like, she won't show him that she's angry and she's hurt and she's heartbroken. Maybe she will, but then she'll be defensive to every other female. She'll be like this. She'll be very angry. She'll be very unhappy. And I saw that a lot throughout the show. I felt like Annie was just always on the defense, and it's just really sad to see. considering that you've been with somebody that long. If you've been with someone that long, you've actively and subconsciously chosen to stay with that person irrespective of their mistakes. And with that has to come a lot of forgiveness. But you can't blame everybody else for that person's mistakes. Not to say that she's doing it intentionally, but she's unintentionally doing it. I think I was kind of bored. At the Arabian Nights, apparently, Baba, which was innocent, called Annie, greeted everybody, and then when he saw Zari, he was like, oh, Zari, the boss lady. Nigga, of course your man's gonna know who Zari is because he's keeping his eyes on the next hottest painting. You can't tell me that your husband doesn't know who Drea is. You can't tell me that your husband doesn't know who Rihanna is. You can't tell me that your husband doesn't know who Beyonce is. But you also can't tell me that your husband doesn't know who Zari, the boss lady, is. She's the most followed lady in the African continent, if I'm not mistaken. Like, what was that about? Like, really? Really, nigga? Annie's response to that was a bit off because it was like, okay, that's fine. I think Zari took it too far. I will say that. Zari took it too far by approaching Baba and saying that your wife is insecure. Huh? Nah, you would have caught a face from me for that. Like, I'm really sorry, but Zari took it so far. I think where Zari kind of made things extremely worse was by telling Baba that no, your wife is insecure. She thinks that we've done something and we haven't. And she could have literally left it there with Baba. But to call Annie and to say, yeah, I was telling your husband that you're insecure. I just want to ask who the fuck you think you are. I just want to ask who the fuck you think you are. No, I'm sorry, but Zari, at that point, you would have been face flat on the floor at Sandek. And yes, I know you guys were at Sandek because I know that place very well. You would have been face first on the floor. Zari, I'm sorry, but I really don't know who the hell you think you are for that comment. Like, who do you think you are? Zari, that comment was so distasteful. It was so ugly. It was so uncalled for. It was so unlike the person that I thought they were bullying, because in that moment in time, you were stirring the pot, you were trying to be a bully, and you were basically trying to make her very insecure by saying she's insecure in front of her own husband. That is not cool. But that's the thing about wars. Okay? There's no such thing as fighting fair. There's no such thing. Annie, you came at Zari left. Unprovoked. You could have pulled her aside. You could have said, listen, I didn't like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if it was malicious or not. But you chose to attack her in front of the other ladies. So, it's blow for blow, baby. You want to take it low, I want to take it to hell. I don't know if that was Zari's strength or Zari's like, I'ma get you and I know exactly where to get you kind of vibe. I don't know if at any point Kanye told Zari about Annie's insecurity about Baba, right? So the fact that Zari did that wasn't cool. I didn't like that. I didn't really vibe with that. And I can definitely understand why everything took the juncture in which it did. But do I feel like to a certain degree Zari became the target? Yes. Like, for example, Kanye was team Zari the whole time, not liking Annie, feeling like, you know, Annie's this, that, and the third. Now all of a sudden you're team Annie. Hi, boo. Kanye. I don't know what Kanye was doing. I don't know what route she was taking. Yes, I do feel like she did the right thing by telling Zari that, no, what you said wasn't cool. It was disrespectful. Don't go to Baba and say that. Sharp, grand. But Kanye getting pissed. Kanye getting pissed because Zari said thank you for honoring my invite. Guys, Orandi, I don't know. Overall, I think the show is really good. Naked, not a nice gent. Yo, Naked is not a nice guy, guys. I don't know if he was doing that for reality, but he is not a nice gent. Like, I literally have nothing nice to say about Naked. The only good thing he did this season was actually stand up for Zari, because Zari was being bullied on the train, but that's about it. Naked is not a nice guy, from how he talks to Kaylee, how he talks to Kanye, how he talks to Swanky Jerry. Even though Swanky Jerry came at him left, that was completely unprovoked. Didn't like that about Swanky. But Swanky's generally a calm person. But to retaliate in that energy was also very weird to me. And I literally have nothing to say about Naked DJ. Like, umborile, my bra, umborile. Like, even the things that you say are just so vulgar. The last thing I would want is for my man to be saying things like this about me and our relationship on reality TV. But the last thing I would want is for my man to generally speak like this to people and about people. Like, ew, no. Anyway, Andile Ncube, Hey! Now, I've seen Andile Ncube end up on like social media blogs, Popcorn Room, and whatever the case may be. But he seems like a pretty down-to-earth gent. I would prefer if he hadn't invited both of the mothers of his child. So the two ladies, the one who had the pink hair, Rosette, and the other one, Siba. I would have preferred if he didn't invite the both of them. He should have invited one of them. But Andile Ping Andile, I think he didn't see anything wrong, and that for me was so weird. It was so weird. It was giving weird. It's getting weird. But I guess if it works for all of them, then cool, man. There's nothing you can say. And at the end of the day, both the mothers need to be present. If he is a good father to both his children, then I don't blame him. And if they both attended, that must mean to a certain degree that they're also kind of learning to kind of co-parents with each other. And they support him. They support him like as the father of their children, but also just as a person. Because I mean, I could bring my child there and not come there. So it must mean to a certain degree he has some sort of respect and understanding with the both of them. So that's cool. I vibe with that. That's fine. Daimane. Oh, guys. Daimane got every outfit right. Daimane! Yo, guys. Yo! Now, Diamond was giving what he needed to have gave. He was the boy. He was the baby. He was looking really good. Chibaba, his outfits were okay, but they were pretty good. His wedding outfits were bomb. But other than that, like, the series ended on a very kind of cliffhanger moment where Andile kind of had a thing with Zari when he basically kind of broke the bro code, because Zari is Diamond's baby mama, right? Or Diamond's ex-girlfriend. Let me not use the term baby mama, because they weren't dating because of that. They were together. So it seemed inappropriate, but he didn't see anything wrong with it. And to a certain degree, can't lie and say I also saw something wrong with it, because they weren't together anymore. And if Zari's going to find love in the strangest of places, it's not Diamond's place to kind of, you know, not negotiate, but to kind of dictate who she should and shouldn't be with. You know what I mean? But the cliffhanger was definitely when Andile came and Diamond was at the house. And the thing is now, Andile knows that Diamond still has feelings for Zari, but Andile also knows that Zari will never get back with Diamond. So it's just so cliffhangery. It's just so like, what's the next episode? Is this the end of season 1? Is there a season 2? Are we waiting for like another 8 episodes that are coming out in like the next 2 weeks? I don't know what's gonna happen, but the cliffhanger was definitely leaving me kind of like urging for more. The storyline was definitely between Zari and Annie a lot of the time, and it kind of started becoming divided. It started becoming 2 separate groups. Mara again challenge ukanye vele uvuka ngepiano. Shothi ukuthi ashebe ngepiano mos. So sheba ngepiano. But other than that, guys, I would give the young famous and African a good 8.5 out of 10. I definitely enjoyed it. Every episode I was glued to my couch. I felt like they gave us what they needed to give us. They could have given us Naledi. They could have given us a bit more, but they definitely did give us the best of themselves, and they gave us like luxury content. I think when I was looking for luxury, that's exactly what Netflix gave us. Okay, they gave us luxury, you know. I mean, the people there looked good, they dressed good, the quality of the camera looked like it was 4K, not all of this other things. You know what I mean? But other than that, I genuinely enjoyed the show. I am so excited to see what season 2 has to bring. But I just urge you guys to get it together for my sake. And then there was Kudzi. But guys, can I just say, I really think Kudzi is a nice guy. He just doesn't say a lot. He keeps to himself. Like, you need a nigga like that. Honestly. You need a nigga that's going to know when to speak and when not to speak. But maybe I'm just biased to Kudzi. But that is it, guys. That is the end of my TV recap of Young, Famous, and African. Young, African, and Famous. Oh my gosh. Young, Famous, and African. Make sure to check it out on Netflix. I would actually give it a 7.5. I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. Maybe an 8 because the quality of what they gave us was great. But I don't know if you noticed that each episode, one episode at 45 minutes, the other one at 32 minutes, like it lacked a whole lot of luster. But it was good nonetheless. They did give us the drama that we needed, the reality. But they're also losing points on them damn wigs, cha. Them wigs are just not wigging. All of them, hey? Initially, I thought it was just Kanyimbao. Zari gave us a good wig here and there. Annie wasn't giving any. She gave one wig when she was wearing the cap to the side, like she was like Aliyah or like Ashanti when they were still singing I'm Real. Kaylee definitely gave us, Kaylee Schwartz gave us, you know, her natural hair. Nadia Nakal. No, I can speak for one wig. It was the wig Zari was wearing when she had red lipstick on, when she was meeting with Kanye, when Kanye was confronting her about the fact that she told Baba that her wife's insecure. That wig on Zari, I can vouch for. Everything else, dumpster, trash, busha waste, super dumps, shabs, shabby, shambolic. Oh, just horrendous, downright horrendous, guys. The production team of Netflix, can you guys just make sure that next season in the budget there's budget for wigs, eh? Even that makeups at Andile Ngube's all white thing, whatever he's doing. Kanye Mbao's one eyelash was there and the other one was there, and I was like, Orendim, because I also have like a lazy eye, so I thought maybe she had a lazy eye, but as far as I know, Kanye doesn't have lazy eyes. But anyway, I'm done. I think I'm full. I'm full, guys. I'm full. I've been talking a lot. I've been eating a lot. But anyway, guys, that is it. That is my take on Young, Famous, and African. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think I am wrong to think that Zari was the target this season? Do you think that Zari is the bully? She does have a little bit of egotistical tendencies about her. I did pick them up a lot towards the end. But I only think that part only showed when she felt like people actually don't like her and they're showing her that energy of dislike and disdain. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be seeing it from a completely different light. Comment down below and let me know who you think was the real villain in this season of Young, Famous, and African on Netflix. Make sure to check it out. It is an 8-episoder. Not the greatest, but I think it could do really, really well in terms of season 2. But until then, that is your ultimate fave signing out. Make sure to check out the Fula app if you do want to order indoors, and make sure to stay safe throughout the strike. But until then, your ultimate fave is signing out, and I am going to call it a night. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next bookbang.